Hey guys, it's Eric Landry with the Eric Landry team here in Jacksonville, Florida, and this is part 8 of the How to Buy the Perfect Home series. So in the last episode that we did, you've been through the inspection period. We've negotiated our closing cost concession or our repairs, and now we're moving towards closing. So what happens next? What happens after we're done with all that? So the very next thing that happens generally is going to be the appraisal and the survey. You don't really have to do anything with either one of those. The lender orders the appraisal and the title company orders the survey. So we're basically in a holding pattern. For the sake of this instance, let's say that the appraisal's done and the appraisal comes in low. Say we've got an offer in on the home, it's $500,000, the appraisal comes in at $475,000, just an example. People go, well, what do we do now? A couple things that can happen. I always say there's 3 possible outcomes. The seller can lower the price to match the appraised price, which happens sometimes it doesn't. The buyer can make up the difference in cash. In this scenario, the buyer would have to bring an additional $25,000 to closing. That happens sometimes, a lot of times it doesn't. Or the most likely of the scenarios is the buyer and seller split the difference in the two. As the buyer's agent in this scenario, I usually would recommend that only if you feel the home is worth it, and maybe you just got a bad appraisal. We've all had really bad appraisals. I don't want to ding any appraisers, but I've had some really bum appraisals done. Just ridiculous, $75,000, less than what it should be on a $500,000 home, just crazy stuff. So it does happen. So if that happens, we just got to keep calm and negotiate through and know that the appraiser is just giving his opinion of the value of the home. So the instance that I was just referring where the appraisal came in really low, everybody knew that the home was worth the price that it was appraised at. In this instance, I was representing the seller, but the buyer ended up coming up with the difference. They just paid the extra cash difference and we moved into closing and it was just fine. Even though we were offering to fight the appraisal, which you can do, you can appeal the appraisal in a lot of the loans, especially like the conventional loans, we can just get another appraisal done. The agents can generally go and try to appeal the appraisal, try to call the appraiser and say, hey, listen, did you look at these comps? I saw the comps that you were looking at were kind of old, or maybe they were out of the area, or we have better comps or better ideas, or our home is a concrete block home and the ones that you were comparing were stick frame homes. There's a little bit of different ways that we can kind of, maybe wiggle room that in. And sometimes the appraisers are willing to listen and sometimes they're just not. And if they're not, then that's what we have to deal with. But more than likely, we're going to end up kind of splitting the difference. We don't see a lot of low appraisals, like low appraisals, crazy appraisals. It's very rare that that happens. More often than not, the home's priced pretty accurately and we come in right about where we need to. So once the appraisal's done, you're going to go through underwriting, you're going to end up getting the clear to close, and we will move on to closing, which I will cover in the final step of the Homebuyer series. So I hope you guys have a great day. If you have any questions at all, hit me up in the comments or book a call on my Calendly link and we can chat further. So if you like the content, like, follow, and subscribe for more. Hope you guys have an amazing day and we'll talk soon. And here are a few items that I think you will absolutely love when you move into your new home to help make it more of yours. The first one is this ozone generator by Enerzen. I absolutely love this thing. It will get rid of every single smell in your new home. So if the previous owner had cats or maybe they had some strong cooking odors, this will do a great job of getting rid of those smells. The next thing on the list are the Norwex cleaning cloths. These things are great. They're environmentally friendly. They don't need any chemicals to help them work, and you can really get your house sparkling clean and ready for your housewarming party. And the last thing is the Bissell Crosswave Max. This thing does a fantastic job on all of the tile floors, wood floors, etc. So those 3 items, if you really want to get your house sparkling before you move in, get everything set up so it's ready to go when you move in, take a look at these items. Link is in the bio. Thanks. Have a great day.